Hi, seventh grade. This is a demonstration on painting. Unfortunately, my first video I did, you couldn't hear the audio. I have my AirPods in now, so hopefully you will be able to hear it. I've already started, and here you can see that I have my line drawing. I made sure that I drew the shapes of the clouds and the different colors that I saw in the sky. So in the process of continuing to paint the sky the blue color. And I then need to start working on lighter values first. When you're dealing with watercolor, you want to start with what's furthest away from you, work your way forward with the lightest colors, and then you're going to go back and you're going to add dark values. So here I have my workspace set up. I have my painting on the left. I'm right-handed, my dominant hand, so I set up my mixing palette is invisible. You can't really see it, but it's a piece of plastic. I have my watercolors, my water. I also have some paper towels and a tissue to help dab up water if I need to. And I have a couple different sizes of brushes. I have a real tiny one and I have a larger one. I also have a practice piece of paper to practice my colors on before I go on to my painting to make sure it's the color that I want. So I'm going to finish up painting the sky blue. There's a section up here I need to do. To do the sky, I want to take a look at the colors I see. When I dip my brush in the water, I bring it into the watercolor and twirl it around to get that pigment into the water. I then add it to my mixing palette here. This is pure blue. This is pure color, but I'm going to mix some green into it as well, because I feel like there's a little bit of a green to the sky color in my photograph. So here I'm going to test out my color and I'm happy with it. So I'm going to continue painting the shape up here. When you are painting with watercolors, you'll see that there's a puddle of paint. And that puddle you want to drag across your paper to fill in the shape. So you just want to drag that puddle of watercolor across. You'll see as I overlap the other blue that's already dried, that's on the page, it becomes a little bit darker, and we will be going back later to darken areas of blue that we see that are darker. We're going to add the dark values later. With watercolor, you can never, once you have a dark value, you can't make it light again. So it's really important that you lay all those light values down first so you keep them. Then you go back and you add the dark values in. So now that my sky is almost done, I have a little bit more here in this section. So I need to go ahead and continue adding. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to warm up the blue as I am painting my section. Now the blue got a lot lighter as it gets to the horizon line in my photograph. So take a look at your photograph to see, does the sky get lighter as it gets closer to the horizon line, or does it get darker, or is it changing color? So mine got lighter, so I added more water to my color in order to get that lighter value. All right. So I'm constantly using my photograph as a map in order to figure out where I need to paint the dark values and where I need to paint the light values. So again, I'm making sure that I'm much more cautious here near my building as I'm dragging this puddle